continue with things. Continue with the operation. Okay, decent. Maybe I could be moving a bit faster, but decent so far. All right. Well. They're being used as an anti-tank gun, so they could not be able to fire. Use this turn and attack over there. Well, maybe we should. Not so great. Let's go after that instead. Okay, good. Hopefully that will not allow him to get that. Get close enough to get there. No, we didn't take that down, but I still want to escort some of these guys up here. We'll wait to see if they move. You're going to get some reinforcements in. I'm finding this a bit challenging. I mean, it's not like super difficult or anything, but just trying to coordinate, trying to keep moving up the artillery, fighting in support without okay, yeah, we're not going to attack there, but we are going to bring them up there just in case they are attacked by that armored car. Okay, well, still haven't gotten into these two important victory hexes. Good, good. Very nice. Good. I'll explain what just happened after this turn. It was sort of interesting, which I was sort of waiting for. Okay. This artillery piece here has a hero. Let's go here. Oh, no, I thought, okay, it's a different artillery piece, so that's not what happened. Yeah, he has counter battery fire. So I guess that artillery actually just fired at my artillery, so we return fire there. This is counter battery fire, which would be good now. Okay, let's bring you up here. They surrender, very good. Well, that takes out the armored car. Suppress that. Hold their infantry back that these guys were hitting. Okay, let's see if we can do that. We're going to reinforce them. Reinforce these guys. Not really what I want to do. I think they have, we can check this out. Hero lightning attack, immune to all types of support fire. So that's why he can attack without getting hit by those AA guns hard. It should help. Now, if we were to take yes, that looks like a good plan. These guys are so suppressed. They surrender. Yay. Well, don't want to get encircled. Who's going to come from? Yes. They may be able to attack me. Do the mass attack thing. Grind these guys down a bit. Maybe we should have moved them up for the mass attack as well. All right. Hey, OCB, how you doing? I'm doing rather well. Well, I guess we'll do some counter battery fire at each other, sort of mutually suppress each other. Lots of anti-tank guns. Let's move this this way. For next turn. Yeah, that looks like a plan. Get that. By the way, never ask you, why 1745? Well, in 1745, the Jacobite Scottish rose up to attempt to overthrow the Hanoverian monarchy of Britain. So it was Stuarts versus George of Hanover. So that is why 1745. But yeah, we'll move you guys up. You may get counterattacked, but we want to keep pushing forward. Hopefully effectively with artillery. Sure thing. Many of you guys, whether here on Slytherin's channel or on my own channel, know I play a lot of World War II based games. I love World War II. World War II has a great interest for me. But man, I would love to be doing some 18th century war games and talking about that. I've got so much to say about like that period of time, or jump back into sort of the, you know, Hellenistic age through to the at least early Roman Empire period. Get a bit late in the Roman Empire, I start to don't have as good a knowledge as, you know, Augustus and Nero and Claudius and Tiberius and all of that. So the 7 Years' War, oh, certainly, yes, that would be, as long as you're not trying to start another overthrow gamer. Well, we'll go. We could talk about some of that some other time. I have not an overthrow type history at all, but definitely doing things. But yeah, so I am a bit of a Jacobite. So, but I would love to talk about history outside of just World War II as well, a bit more than I do. Okay, well, we got most of the stuff we're going to move. Now we're not attacking there. We're like in a defensive position. I don't know if I should worry about those guys moving out or not. There. All right, I think. Okay, secure Ju-50 conversion deploying for combat close. Okay. Okay, so we just had all of those Ju-52 spring up once they took the airbase. And getting shot up a bit. Shoot them up better than that. Uh-oh, we've lost our air base, and our bombers have shifted to another base, and we can't move this turn because of the shift to the other base. Okay, Wow, okay. Not quite what we wanted to have happen, I'm sure. But we will deal with it. Okay, first off, let's bring in fighters. Here. Here. And can you make it? Yeah, no, you're not in range. Okay. Oh no, not in range to go after that. Okay, so we've got these two to do it. Attack. Well, they're still up. Lovely. No, they don't really have much in the way of air cover. That's suppressed. Yes, oh, I most assuredly do have a Jacobite fascination. Thanks, Pixel, for posting the link. Let people know. Because, yes, I do appreciate it when people ask me about it, because that's sort of why yeah, we'll take the counter battery fire. Pick the name because I would love to tell people about it. Maybe we should have done that first. But okay. Now, if we come after them, we're going to get some counter. Or is this? Or oh no, he's not the lightning one. He is. Okay. We'll move these. Okay. Well, we see that that is empty, so let's secure that. Put the Royal Italian flag up there. They're retreating back there. Oh, behind the minefields. Right, so we really shouldn't try. Oh, we've got a bunker here. And more minefields. Ooh, that might be difficult to get through in the time remaining. But we will continue to push. Okay, we don't want to stay there, so we will these guys will come here. Yes, we're going to get some counter battery fire. But they took out the infantry, dealt with that. I know that they needed suppression, but whatever, it could help. Well, yeah, we'll just see about moving them next turn. They're up to here because we got the infantry protecting, or over to here, one of the two. Or, well, I don't know, maybe we want to be more here. Just make sure everybody's like either moved or Been reinforced as needed. All right. Well, we've got that cut off. We're going to be taking it, if not this turn, very soon. I don't have engineers because we don't have proper infantry. So I don't know about getting through that minefield and bunker complex. What is the current range speed? Not very good with that. So well, there's lots of these minefields. I'm having a suspicion they really don't expect us to take this mission. Sort of like bonus if you can, but we don't think you should. Oh, there's the anti-aircraft gun there. Very good. Will that freeze up that to attack without AA guns, disrupting things? Okay, so yeah, that's not good attack at all. Well, let's do our part with the artillery. No, I don't want to do that. Never mind. Move these guys. Here. Okay, so they have a lot of artillery barrage. Fired hit. Okay, now. Oh, no, okay, let's see if we undo that. And these guys, yes. These guys can get to here. They surrender. Yeah, let's push there. Just a little worried that's only a 3 strength unit again. Well, no, we can't even bomb that. Okay, well, I guess we move up to... Nope, that's too small of an airbase. Well, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna move to here. And we might as well bring the fighters with us as well. And even the reconnaissance aircraft if we have space for it. Oh no, come on. Can't you come to here? Yeah, there we go. Oh, you get to attack there as well. Cool. All right. We might as well do that. I just don't have follow. Oh. Okay, so these are basically just a fenced-in mine. We'll try attacking some of these, but I don't know how well that will work. And we can bring our... Well, maybe we can bring our artillery up and both attack the minefields. Yeah, that may be the thing to do. It's artillery, the minefields, and the bunker. And drop bombs on it. Yeah, let's try that. Instead of just driving our tanks at full speed into that, which sounded like a bad plan to me. Okay, so we've got a commendation point for getting that. Okay, very good. Well, they've reinforced their fighters. But we have anti-aircraft gun. And we have fighters. Bring up all of our fighters here. And eliminate them. There we go. Okay, well, let's see how okay, maybe not terribly useful. Now, where is our reconnaissance? Right there. Let's fly you out here. Oh, there we go. Okay. That is the battleship. So what we want to do is let's bring in one of the Ju-52s. Okay, yeah, this is not meant to be taken by ground units with all those landmines and whatnot. Oh, we did some damage there. This one looks... a little bit of damage. Okay, well, now how are these guys going to work on? Basically, we get damaged. And we might as well strike there. Let's fall back our armor a bit. This guy, this is what I want. See how well artillery can deal with some of this. Not that I think we're actually going to break through, but just put pressure. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Especially seeing as we have all this other stuff and getting through that. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I keep thinking this is the next, move to the next turn. The hourglass, yes, I know. I forget what other game there that uses a symbol similar to that I'm thinking of in a similar location. Strategic command, maybe? I don't know. You know, we want to use the best one for... Okay, I only hammered it by one. Well, looks like we're going to be able to do that. Take that down. I don't know if... We're going to get reinforcements or something. Go. Yeah, no. Not really gonna bother with that. Nope, you're not letting us suppress the... Oh, well, that did some damage to it. Okay. Yeah, if you know fairly precisely where a minefield is like this, the idea of that you have mines, whether they're on the surface or not, that would... Oh, that happened. Sometimes they just literally put the mine, especially like out on the roads and places like that. You just put the mines down. It's hasty planting. You put them down there. Everybody can see them. But the idea is when everybody can see them, is you have, say, a bunker like this that is shooting at the enemy as they're approaching the minefield. And so, you know, it's not meant to be just sort of placed and left. It's meant to be placed and observed to attack whoever is trying to clear the minefield. And so hard ground roads, you may put them in the open. Also, of course, in, say, something like a desert, you very well may place them and the wind will just blow some of the sand off. So that isn't an unrealistic idea that you would see it. But obviously this is partially here just for the graphics of the game. And you could, depending on where you are and what you're doing, put some barbed wire around it, partially for friendly troops not to get into the minefield. And you also put a sign up there. Part of the reason you put the barbed wire up and the sign is you say, put this minefield here. But this minefield over here, say, this is partially covered by the 3D elements of the road, maybe a fake one, in which you just put a sign up. You just put a sign up, and you put the barbed wire up. Now, the one back here a ways may be real, but you know, as you're approaching it, you encounter some real ones, and you don't know which ones are real fields and which ones are fake fields, and you sort of have a general size, and Some minefields may be densely packed, and some may be just a few mines out there. So it's all part of psychological warfare. Minefields ultimately are really there to limit or reduce movement, not so much to kill troops, because whether it's an artillery barrage that will set the mines off, or some other sorts of attacks that could readily be done that can deal with it, as well as just whether out there with a metal or wooden stick, bayonet, whatever, probing for the mines with your, trying to find them, or metal detectors or whatever. Yes, they will kill and maim your soldiers, but it's really just sort of slow them up while the bunkered in machine guns can sweep the area, while your mortars or your artillery starts firing, whether at the troops in the minefields or sort of in places behind the minefield. So minefields, when used this way, are very effective. Now, back in the 80s and maybe early 90s, there was a campaign to ban mines in the UN. Princess Diana was one of the big leading figures. Ban landmines, ban landmines. Think of the children, ban landmines. Well, I sort of took offense at this and wondered, what should Britain have done when they were faced with the invasion of Britain? Oh, no, we don't want to put landmines on our beaches because it might, hurt the children? The Germans are, invading. Okay. And I'm not really getting into the politics of this in a real sense. In the politics, right, left, who's wrong or who's right. No, I'm not talking about any of that. It's you're trying to ban an effective weapon of war. Now, the way landmines were used by mostly communist insurgents were to plant them, say, on trails and in fields where people may move to, yes, maybe limit movement, keeps your enemy soldiers from, moving quickly and always worried, but trying to, do damage to your enemy soldiers. That use, meaning random placed mines without, whether specifically, this area is a minefield, or, hey, this big area out in, because there are still minefields out, like places like Tobruk in, the Western Desert in Egypt. Huge minefields still there. And they claim a few wild camels or something every year. But mostly the locals who do sort of move around there know where, at least in big areas, stay out of there. There's landmines out there, and some of them still go off periodically. So, if, the tactics of using them, or say the U.S. using them around a fire base in Vietnam, yeah, maybe they abandoned them there, but you sort of kind of know that this is the minefield around the base. You can do mine clearing techniques of various types, some extremely safe. Do that. And now another way landmines were used by the Soviets during the Afghan war, their Afghan war, in which they would fly around, mostly in helicopters, but distribute them aerially. So they would fly along and drop them out. They were like little, sort of mostly plastic, little butterfly mines that would, I guess theoretically you could bleed out, but they'd have a hard time killing you. They're sort of just a little plastic thing. They had some BBs in them maybe or something. And they're mostly just to maim people. And they were an anti-population weapon because that's what they were doing. They were trying to limit areas in which the Afghans could go, and so they just randomly drop out. So it's how you use a landmine is a big issue, maybe. Not whether you should have landmines or not in your military inventory, and whether you should use them, because if you mildly well document where you put them, you can, whether you go dig them up individually or you do a mine clearing vehicle or something and just, sort of brute force push your way through it. It's a different thing. We'll just, not that important, but we'll just strafe you. Okay, we're still holding those guys back. They're holding there. They've fallen back to wherever. Okay, that all looks good. So yeah, landmines, effective use in war, but can be cleared if you have enough artillery shells or troops willing to go in and shoot at them. Okay, cool. So they're pushing there. They're moving up artillery. Okay, well, let's grab another. Well, let's. We still see, but we'll. Actually, you know, let's fly you over to here. Ooh, okay. Anti-aircraft gun, yeah, will be okay, but lots of stuff we don't mess with. If we don't need to, and I don't think we need to, let's take that. Any of these other ones? Nope, we'll take the strongest one to hopefully do the damage. Okay, so maybe one more turn, and we can. It looks like one more turn. We can take it out. Go for this light cruiser as well. Might as well make their job a little easier. Maybe encourage them to pursue that a little more. Stay away from those AA guns. Okay, let's move. We'll create. Okay, that's. Oh no, that's in the hills, right? Oh no. Oh yeah, that's in hills. No, we don't want to be in the hills. We want to be out in the open plains with our panzers. Some reconnaissance elements there.